Received a lot of questions online, Mr. Trump, about the tape that was released on Friday. As you can imagine, you called what you said locker room banter. You described kissing women without consent, grabbing their genitals. That is sexual assault. You bragged that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk. I'm not proud of it. I apologize to my family. I apologize to the American people. But this is locker room talk. You know, when we have a world where you have wars and horrible, horrible sights all over, where you have so many bad things happening. This is like medieval times. We haven't seen anything like this. Yes, I'm very embarrassed by it. I hate it. But it's locker room talk, and it's one of those things.
So, Mr.
And
Trump,
we should get on to much more important things and much bigger things.
Are you saying that what you said on that bus 11 years ago, that you did not actually kiss women without consent or grope women without consent?
I have great respect for women. Nobody has more respect for women than I do. You hear these things, I said, but I have tremendous respect for women.
Have you ever done those
women
things?
Have respect for me. No, I have not.
You know, with prior Republican nominees for president, I disagreed with them, politics, policies, principles, but I never questioned their fitness to serve. Donald Trump is different. I said starting back in June that he was not fit to be president and commander-in-chief. We've seen this throughout the campaign. We have seen him insult women. We've seen him rate women, ranking them from 1 to 10. I want to send a message that America already is great, but we are great because we are good.
And we want to get to some questions
Well, am I
from
allowed to
online.
respond to that? It's just words, folks. It's just words. I've heard them where Hillary's constantly talking about the inner cities of our country, which are a disaster in every way possible. She's done a terrible job for the African Americans. She wants their vote, and she does nothing, and then she comes back 4 years later. We saw that firsthand when she was a United States Senator. She campaigned where the primary part of her campaign.
I want to get to audience questions and online questions.
So she's allowed to do that, but I'm not allowed to respond.
You're going to get to
Sounds fair.
respond right
Well,
now.
that sounds fair.
So, Mr. Trump, when you walked off that bus, were you a different man, or did that behavior continue until just recently?
I'm not proud of it, but that was something that happened. If you look at Bill Clinton, far worse, minor words, and his was action. His was what he's done to women. There's never been anybody in the history of politics in this nation that's been so abusive to women. So you can say any way you want to say it, but Bill Clinton was abusive to women. Hillary Clinton attacked those same women, attacked them viciously. But what President Clinton did, he was impeached. He lost his license to practice law. He had to pay an $850,000 fine to one of the women, Paula Jones, who's also here tonight. And when Hillary brings up a point like that, and she talks about words that I said 11 years ago, I think it's disgraceful, and I think she should be ashamed of herself, if you want to know the truth.
Can we please hold the applause?
When I hear something like that, I am reminded of what my friend Michelle Obama advised us all. When they go low, you go high. If this were just about one video, maybe what he's saying tonight would be understandable. But he never apologizes for anything to anyone. He never apologized to the distinguished federal judge who was born in Indiana. But Donald said he couldn't be trusted to be a judge because his parents were, quote, Mexican. And he never apologized that President Obama was not born in the United States of America. He owes the president an apology, and he needs to take responsibility for his actions and his words.
Well, you owe the president an apology because, as you know very well, you're the one that sent the pictures around your campaign, sent the pictures around with President Obama in a certain garb. That was long before I was ever involved, so you actually owe an apology. Number two, Michelle Obama. I've gotten to see some of the most vicious commercials I've ever seen of Michelle Obama talking about you, Hillary. So you talk about friend, go back and take a look at those commercials. But when you talk about apology, I think the one that you should really be apologizing for are the 33,000 emails that you deleted and that you acid washed. And then the 2 boxes of emails and other things that were taken from an office and are now missing. I didn't think I'd say this, but I'm going to say it. And I hate to say it. In my opinion, there has never been anything like this where emails and you get a subpoena, and after getting the subpoena, you delete 33,000 emails, and then you acid wash them or bleach them, as you would say, a very expensive process. And honestly, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Secretary Clinton, I want to follow up on that. I'm going to let you talk about emails.
Because everything he just said is absolutely false, but I'm not surprised. Really? In the first debate,
And we
in the
really,
first
the
debate,
audience needs to calm down here.
I told people that it would be impossible to be fact-checking Donald all the time. I'd never get to talk about anything I want to do and how we're going to really make lives better for people. So once again, go to HillaryClinton.com. We have literally Trump. You can fact check him in real time, because it's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.